Yo, what's up? My name's Retro Pat, and I feel like we got a real banger video in store for today. You see, my plan is, first things first, we're going to make a new character. I'm going to go ahead and create and design a series EV. A quick tip, however, is that it's actually better to do it from this menu since it gives you actual more customization upon creating the character. So we're going to go ahead and at least create our series EV right now. Here's the colors I've picked out for my hero. And then here is the name. Today I'm going to go with Pat Zowski. Don't ask me why. Now, I've heard the Series EV is a pretty powerful hero, packing on some really good end game utility, and just overall boosting damage to towers and other parts of the map. Here's the unveiling of Pat Zowski. I don't know exactly what type of upgrades or level ups I do want to put in. Probably just beam stuff is my best guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put something into beam damage. Why not? A really cool character, honestly. Really cool hero design. It's kind of crazy. You can, wow, look at like the one leg being built, the other being, I guess that's the front and the back. That's cool. Really cool looking hero. But however, the Series EV isn't the main point of today's video. The main point of today's video is experience grinding. I'm going to be doing loot from 1 hour of Glitterhelm Caverns on insane difficulty. And we're going to be seeing both my Series EV character and my Hermit character, both of which I haven't really touched to a huge extent. Both of them leveled from 1 to however much XP I can get within 1 hour doing this method. It'll be cool to see exactly how fast you can level a character from scratch. And all this is going to require is a decent Squire. So I'm going to be using my Squire for today's video. Here's the stats if you're interested. The tower stats are pretty extreme at this point with my Nessie and then also mythical gear, but you should be able to do this run. If you can't do this run on insane difficulty, I definitely recommend checking it out on hard difficulty since you have more time to think and stuff as well and learn the run. But with the EV created, it's time to go ahead and just add all my other heroes that I want to add to the game. So I'm going to be choosing my Barbarian first and foremost. I really want to get XP on that guy. And then next up is going to be the Series EV. And then next up is going to be, I guess, I'm not even honestly totally sure. I'm kind of stuck between either the... Not my Huntress. My Huntress is the currently selected one, but I'm stuck between either doing my Summoner or the Hermit. I honestly hadn't thought out thoroughly through that it's only 4. Oh man, that's kind of super tempting. I need the XP on, honestly, either of these two champions more. But you know what? I said that I would do the Hermit, so I like the idea of sticking to that. And we'll do the Hermit for today, and maybe we'll just do a different loop from 1 hour or a different XP grind in the future. So this is going to be the squad I'm rocking with today. We're going to go ahead and jump into the map. I'm going to be showing you guys my first run, and then from there, I'll be doing a 1 hour timer. Now, since a huge part of this challenge is about tracking numbers, I went ahead and wrote down my starting XP and my starting mana. 24.9 million XP on my Squire, 13.6 million XP on my Barbarian, and then 0 XP obviously on the Series EV and the Hermit, and then 461.9 mil is my starting mana. The XP is going to be the main thing. If I wanted to get mana, I would just do Endless Spires Mythical Wave 1 runs, which I've already done a loop for 1 hour of on this channel. So with that written down and logged, we should be safe to go ahead and actually start the challenge whenever. I have the timer up and at the ready as well. Let's go ahead and jump into just single screen. And I am going to be on hardcore mode, and I'm going to run through the first run with you guys. So let's go ahead and get ready, and let's go 3, 2, 1. Let's jump into it. Start the timer in the top left-hand corner. I'll go through the first run with you guys. We're going to press F8, jump into it. We're going to grab this mana chest, jump down here, grab this mana chest, and then sprint over to this direction to get this section taken care of. The section across the bridge is by far the most awkward and volatile since it's harder to get to. You want to place one turret there, and then go ahead and sprint over here. We can place a tower here while we're here. We're going to grab this mana. We're eventually going to add more harpoons and such as well, obviously, over in these other areas, and just kind of adding towers during combat waves throughout later on. We'll go ahead and throw up another... You don't have to do this. You can do double harpoon here. Just the general areas that need protection. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your build doesn't have to be the same exact as mine if you're following along. This is just my general strategy that I do with my stats. Now I'll head up to this area. Now this area does kind of need... You can do a harpoon here, wave 1. But you do want to add a slice and dice or something around here later on. Now I usually do it around here to try to prevent kobolds just from sprinting straight into it. if possible, and some things will roam the corner. You also might need to place a harpoon here. I'm going to do it this run for safety precautions. It's pretty rare minions stray up here, but it can happen, and you don't want to lose a run just from that. Once you get started and you have your first couple towers placed, it should be pretty fast to just zoom through, but I'm then going to do this. We'll place 2 turrets here. Once you have 2 turrets and a slice and dice over here, that area just becomes extremely safe pretty quickly. We're going to sprint over to this direction. We have 2 more chests to collect. I'm going to go ahead and put a harpoon looking down this way. And what I always do here is I place a harpoon right there as well. I don't have quite enough mana yet, but I'm going to grab this chest and then place a harpoon looking over here. This harpoon grabs a lot of the attention of these mobs and just draws a lot of aggro and is like hugely helpful. So I'm going to head over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and press G right about here. So I'm going to place 1 more harpoon. I need to control G, excuse me. 1 more harpoon there. And then I do want to fight off any wyverns. What I could have done is I could have placed a bouncing blockade here and then 1 harpoon up here to watch the wyverns. That probably would have been better since there are going to be some wyverns coming in here. But I kind of misplayed this a little bit, but that's okay. This is kind of my test run. I know I can obviously do this, but we do want to avoid our core getting damaged if possible. There goes. We're going to lose a little bit of XP here because of that. Dumb little mistake I'll definitely make sure not to make in the future runs for the loot for 1 hour. I've done this a lot on hard mode, but I haven't done this in a couple days or so. And I've never done it on insane like this. But after some huge power increases, I should be good. So now you have to just make sure you place a harpoon tower here. And then I usually put a harpoon over here as well. But now you should be mostly fine. I'm going to place another one here. And then we'll do some slice and dices as well. From here, I would absolutely just press G. Because the important thing is speed, or control G, excuse me. You don't want to be sitting here waiting for all the minions to spawn and everything. You want to just jump right into it. Put a slice and dice here. Your typical blockades behind your harpoons. I've already got one over here. I can go ahead and, run over here and put a slice and dice. Should be pretty good. This strategy is just not going to be as perfectly streamlined as the Endless Spires one, but it should be pretty damn consistent and pretty solid. We're going to sprint over here to grab this chest still. Avoiding hero damage would be nice here, since obviously you get that XP boost, and a huge reason I'm playing this map is to get that extra XP. Definitely something important to consider. However, ninjas are going to jump over and be a little bit of a pain. I don't know how he actually jumped over here, but that's okay. We're behind on mana, or we're behind on our chests, obviously, but that's okay. Like, I'm going to go ahead and just control G. The biggest thing with this, like I've said it, already, just quickly getting through it. You want those end of wave bonuses. That's where a lot of the XP comes from. You want to head back over to this area and make sure this area is covered. This area needs support. This area is really difficult to get back to if it needs help, if it needs support. You want to make sure that it's totally taken care of. We're going to go ahead and dump everything into it, dump some level ups, and then head back. That chest is gone. It's okay. Grab this. These wyverns are almost always taken care of by 1 harpoon. I don't think you need any more. Should always be good there. Heading back over to this location. This area definitely wants some more support. I usually do around 2 or 3 harpoons at this location. Sometimes even a backup wall, either a bouncer blockade or something to help to aid the slice and dice. Now I'm going to control G again. You want to just speed through. It's okay if small problems arise. If you're running around upgrading stuff, that's fine. You just don't want to be slow. You don't want to be slowing down. You don't want to be, just spending your time upgrading everything, making it all perfect. It's okay if it's not perfect. You just want to beat it, right? It's okay if the run's not perfect. It's okay if things happen. You just want to make sure you are able to actually beat it. That's all that really matters. It doesn't matter by how much, Doesn't matter by how you could beat it with 1 tower, with 1 core HP, and that means you still beat it. That's plenty good. Dodging, not taking hero damage is really what I think is like the most skill-based part of this run. Like that. Sometimes a ninja just gets to you. You do have to kind of constantly run around and make builds. It's not like Endless Spires where you only need to do 1 wave. You do have to constantly run around and make these builds and constantly embed your setup as you can. Pumping upgrades into stuff is good, especially locations that are going to be like have ogres come into them. Upgrading ogre locations is super important, since that's one of the main ways you lose is just ogres and shamans. You're not going to lose most of the time from goblins and such. Now, sometimes it's possible that a goblin could slip through this defense. It's very strange. It happens very rarely. If you really want to, you could place a backup turret either like over here facing this way, or do something of the sort like this over here, something like this, just to have extra defense and help during this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put an upgrade on this to help out with the ogre. Try to dodge damage there if possible. I think I did. He's taken care of there pretty easily. Pretty cool big weapon there. Now, I'm going to sprint across. I haven't been across the bridge in a while, so I'm going to go check on it. A lot of the Glitterhelm runs are practice and are learning the feeling, learning the intuition of, hey, I haven't checked this zone in a while. You know what? Let me go check on it. Let me go see if it needs help. Let me go see if it needs heals. Let me, go upgrade, right? Kind of learning the feel of it. Endless Summit is a lot more streamlined. That mythical farming. It's funny, the mythical farming is actually so much easier than XP farming here. But look at this. So you see how much XP I've already gained. You can actually see in the bottom right-hand corner. So the bottom right-hand corner, I've already gained 1,000,000 XP within this run. And I've been doing this for 8 minutes or so. If you're looking to it for around 10 to 11 minutes per run. And I think if you can do that, that's really good. I think that's a really good time to look for. No player damage on that wave. Final wave. I'm going to go ahead and press Control G and just try to jump right into it. Fast as possible. There we go. Combat phase started. Upgrading this area as much as possible. That area, you can always see the map, of course. This area should be fine. I guess I can go upgrade it if I need a little help. Maybe like one upgrade on the slice and dice. Maybe one upgrade on this slice and dice and we'll be good for sure. Bunch of mana as well, obviously. Trying to pop open the chest can be nice. Like, you're going to get more mana. When those items dissolve at the end of the wave, you are going to get more mana if you're able to pop open all those chests. But at the same time, it's not real. Like, you're really here for XP. Mana farming is going to be more towards that mythical farm. I'm already at 1.7 million XP. That is unbelievable. 1.7 million XP within less than 10 minutes, Less than 10 minutes is crazy. That's actually unbelievable to me. This is going to be such a good XP farm. I'm super, super excited for this. Seeing heroes go from 0 to all the way up from this is going to be crazy. So it's going to look at my slice and dice did go down here. Wait a minute. Not on the test run, right? Do I lose? I might have that's a little too close for comfort. A little embarrassing there, but that just means, you know what? Make up for my mistakes. Don't do what I did. I absolutely should have checked over here. I clearly didn't check up. And this is kind of the thing. Like, I guess I will say, even if I were to have lost there, the cool thing is I still would have gained 1.7 mil XP in 10 minutes. Like, the XP farm is still insane. Now, if you make it to the end of the final wave, you get way more XP, right? But I messed up. I should have came over here. I should have checked on that. I should have upgraded the slice and dice over here. 100%. Now, thankfully, due to some dumb luck, I didn't take the L there. But maybe we can blame it on my distracting of being recording. But you know what? Probably not. Probably just some dumb thing by me. There we go. That's my first little achievement and completion of this. How many people have that? 6.8%. Completing that on insane difficulty. Very, 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 very cool. Now, what I do here is, well, first I want to see how much XP I actually got, if possible. I want to jump back, and I'm wasting a little bit of time here. I'm wasting a little bit of time here knowingly to show you guys how much XP I got in that one run. Because right now it's ticking up still. 2.181,000 XP in that one run. Now, I restart level, and I run it back as many times as possible. Hopefully 5 more times before I will see you guys in the next hour. All right. Here we are, moment of truth, time to actually go over the numbers and see how much XP was gained. First things first, I am going to go ahead and just level up my Squire and rock with this. We did actually get to, well, first thing, we can actually do mana. 505 million mana now, so I gained around, what, 50 million mana or so? Let's get up our numbers. All right, as you can see on screen, calculator in the top left, numbers over on the right side. Let's go ahead and break it down. So we now have 505 mana. Let's go ahead and add that over to our number. We can go ahead and then do 505 million. We'll just do 505 minus 462. It's going to be an increase of 43 million mana over the 1 hour of Glitterhelm Caverns on insane hardcore. Next up is the Squires XP, which is now at 38.6 million. So we're going to go ahead and take 38.6 million and subtract that by 24.9 million. It's going to give us an increase of 13.7 plus, we'll go ahead and put plus 13.7 million XP. Now, I'm curious to see if all of the other gain XP, if all of the other heroes gained the same amount of XP, if they gained less XP, I'm not sure. I'm really curious to see the numbers and see what amount of XP everybody else gained. Maybe it's obvious to you guys. Maybe you guys know how much XP people gain in relation to the tower users and stuff like that. I just don't know, which is why I like to do tests like this. So let's go ahead and actually in-game collapse all of my guys. I'll go ahead and pump this level up into my Squire. Why not? I've got 12 points to spend. We'll do this. And did I miss a point? Oh, there we go. This. We'll do attack rate as well. Bam. There we go. Ready to gain like 20 million more XP for now we're level 76, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and jump over to my Barbarian, the hero I care about next. I'm so excited to have level 74 on this guy. He's going to give absolutely huge upgrades. He's now at 29 million XP. Let's change this over to 29.9 million XP. Did he gain more XP than my... Am I just bad at math? I think he gained more XP, unless I typed something incorrectly. Because if I take 29.9 million XP and I subtract that by 13.6 million XP, it's going to put me at 16.3 gained. I wonder, my hypothesis would be, my guess would be that because I would guess my Barbarian got hit less than my Squire, since my Squire was running around. So maybe he got more of that 30% boost from not taking damage at the end, by the end of the wave. That's my guess. That's a 3 million XP difference. That's nuts to me. Let's go ahead and do the fun part and actually distribute these levels. I'm probably going to put them into probably hero HP at decent extent. Only 16 points, honestly. Not too many points here, funnily enough. But I'm going to go ahead and put that. And I do want to put some of this into Siphon Stance, since that's been really good for me recently as well. So we'll put 5 more there. We'll do 1 more there. And then I'm going to have to respec him. I'm going to have to respec him suit anyway because of his hero speed. But now he can actually equip this armor that I kept for him. Well, I have a bunch of stuff here to sort through, but he can actually equip these. So I'm going to go ahead and give him the mythical gear that I like quite literally saved for him. That's going to be so powerful. Now my my Barbarian can have mythical gear. That is, wow, that is really freaking cool. I need to make sure I equip. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm equipping, but I need to unequip this to be able to, we'll drop that for a sec, just for a sec, to be able to equip this. There we go. Bam. For whatever reason, the double equips like that just work strange. There we go. Now I've got 2 mythicals equipped. That's awesome. My Barbarian just gained so many stats. All right, now for the fun stuff, okay? Now it is time to calculate the stuff for the Hermit and the Series EV. The Series EV we just created, okay? Let's swap over, see how much XP the Series EV gained. We can see a flat easy plus 14.5. We don't even have to do any math, which is what I love to see. So I can just go ahead and do 14.5 million is the end XP. And we know that's the amount of XP gained because obviously at the beginning they had 0. So 14 points, it's weird to see the different numbers. 13.7 mil for the Squire, 16 mil for the Barbarian, 14.5 mil for the Series EV. I don't know if different heroes have different XP rates or not. This guy's at 14.6, pretty similar, but still a little different. Once again, I wonder if it comes down to the amount. I wonder if it comes down to the amount of times they gained or lost that 30% XP bonus. That's the, I guess, interesting thing to me. So there is our final numbers. Now I'm still going to have fun and dump all these levels into these. So you want to see, you know, I gained 14 million XP, but how many levels did I actually gain, right? That's the next question. So let's actually jump over here and see, you know, what level is my Series EV? 73! I went from level 1, or 0 rather, 0 on this character to level 73 in literally 1 hour because my Squire is strong enough to level at that pace. That is insane. Man, I'm going to dump 100 points. 100 points. This is control click. Thank you very much. And then from there, I honestly don't know what the best stat distribution is. I'm just going to freeball it. We'll put 50 here, 50 here, 55, I guess. Oops. and then we'll put the rest into I don't know, into beam damage. There we go. That's everything unlocked. Our Series EV is fully activated. Now switching over to our Hermit. We're going to do the same thing. I assume towers are going to be the most powerful for him. HP, damage, attack rate, AoE. We'll do this up to 30 and then do this up to 50 or 60 or so. And then dump the rest into damage. There we go. Bam. 2 heroes leveled up to 73. Very powerful creatures now. Very powerful beings. Look, I love the look of the Hermit. The Hermit is one of the coolest looks in all of Dungeon Defenders. And talk about progress. Talk about how far this series has come, especially over the last episodes. The extreme severity in which things have picked up pace-wise over the past couple episodes has just been phenomenal. And I hope you guys have been, past 10 episodes or so, hopefully you guys have been enjoying. I've been having a blast. This is truly a part of Dungeon Defenders that I've never seen before, and it's so much fun. So make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, like this video if it was helpful, dislike if not, subscribe to the channel for daily videos until I just can't keep that up anymore, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace of freaking Reno.